Greetings, esteemed viewers, and welcome back to Dankey Kang. Now we're gonna jump. We jumped over planes. We jumped over more planes. Then we're gonna jump over some waterfalls. We jumped through a mine. Then we're gonna jump through waterfalls. It's fine. It's just jumping.
So, do you think these penguins would be interested in a HYREM?
I think any warm-blooded animal would be interested in a HYREM. Ariel, clearly. Is there anything more natural than interest in HYREMs? It's like breathing.
I mean, I think actually penguins might be monogamous. I don't remember.
Okay, I actually don't know many details of what a harem anime is. Is it what I think it is? Because I think prostitutes,
a harem
anime
is where there is a male protagonist, and most, if not all of the other characters are women and seem to have a love interest in the protagonist.
Okay, alright.
Usually, they are competing for him in one way or another. Now, I've only done a couple harem because it's not my thing, and one of them I didn't realize it was a harem until it slowly devolved into that. Mm-hmm. Which, similar to Monster Musume, I think that's how it's actually pronounced, I don't even remember anymore, was Rosario Vampire, which was set in a monster school. And I'm like, alright, this sounds cool, but then it slowly became a harem anime, and that every monster he met was like, most of them were women who developed a crush on him. But he likes the vampire the most because she's nice. She doesn't like her fucking Yame Yugi vampire side as much because she's not nice.
Okay.
I didn't even notice the fucking Yame kind of connection because she has a rosario, so a crucifix, basically, that makes her the nice version. And then there's a succubus who wants him. And then there's a fucking 10-year-old prodigy witch that wants him. Which is uncomfortable. And then there's the awkward kudere abominable snow girl who wants him. Or she's a snow fairy. I think it depends. So it just slowly... I was interested in it, but then it just kept getting more focused on that, and then more repetitive in that every problem was solved by taking the Rosario off of the vampire. So she could use her full strength. Like, 90% of the problems were solved that way. But apparently the anime is way more harem and fan servicey. But that's the basic premise.
See, as a guy, I would actually find that annoying, because I don't want to be chased by a bunch of girls at one time. Because I would probably just end up dating one. And then what? What are the rest of them going to do? Are they going to do, like, crazy shit? Like, try to...
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, right. I don't want that.
Now, I'm going to say, I have not, as far as I know, encountered one where the little sister is an option. But that is definitely a recent trend, which is just uncomfortable.
For fuck's sake. Well, you know...
Bananas!
What is it?
Murderer!
What does it even matter? Let the guy eat bananas the way he wants. Right?
See, that one definitely looks like a fucking Elder Moonkin. Look at that shit. He's got a beard and everything.
I think this is one of my least favorite bosses, too. Do you like Moonkin?
I mean, I played a druid, so I had a Moonkin form eventually. Or no, did I even get to Moonkin form? God, I don't even remember anymore. I think I did, because Moonkin form lets you still cast your spells, but you have better defense. I don't know, my druid was not built well, because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just picking whatever I wanted.
I mean, shouldn't that be?
Well, no, I mean, like, I was kind of built at... Okay, here's an example. So the transformation forms I had was, bear mode, which is damage. That's your tank mode. Mm-hmm. Panther mode, which is your stealthy mode. It has mostly rogue abilities. Your manatee mode is for swimming in the water, mostly.
Why a manatee, though?
I don't know, it's a manatee. Then you have a cheetah mode for fast travel because you don't get a mount for another 10 levels. And then you had Moonkin form, which, like I said, it lets you cast spells while you're transformed. I think it might boost your spells, too. I don't even remember. But my primary method was to either play not transformed or play as a rogue in panther form. So I played my druid like a rogue 90% of the time.
But you...
And I don't think I was putting my points into skill trees in a way that makes sense. Like, I was trying to split myself between focusing on being a transformation-based druid and a spellcasting-based druid. Mm-hmm. That's why I said I don't think I was building her right, because I like to try and do everything, and that kind of results in you being underleveled in some areas sometimes. So that's probably what I was doing, just based on me.
Now, can you change your class at any time, or you basically...
No. You'd have to make a new character, which I did have several other characters. Just my highest level one was my druid.
I mean, okay then.
Yeah.
And you can make an infinite number of characters on one, like, file, or...
Well, you can only make, like, 8 characters on a server. I don't know if the entire account has a limit. But, the account that had my characters is gone. But, yes. Austin, yes.
Wait, what?
Shit, what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, most of my characters are gone now, because that account was deleted. But if you see a warlock named Kaeda is my other go-to name besides Lexari. That was my character at one point, and then my dad took her.
Wait, why?
Because I stopped playing, and for some reason he decided to level up my Blood Elf Warlock.
Was he bored? Like,
I don't know.
His own?
That's what they do. They play WoW. That's like their primary hobby.
I would think that he would just make his own if he wanted to.
Well, he has a metric shit ton of characters. I'm still not 100% sure why he took mine, except for the fact that I stopped playing.
Yeah, this is what confuses me, but whatever, I guess.
No, I mean, it confuses me too. Every now and then I'll come in and be like, you took my warlock and you don't even say her name right. Yay!
Yeah, we beat up the owl. Take that, PETA. Although we are animals too, so I guess it doesn't count.
So is this an illegal dog fighting ring?
Or a monkey fighting ring?
Grassland. These islands don't make sense.
No, they don't.
Why is there a Savannah Island? Hey, look, another dodo that we're gonna make it sense.
Why is there a Savannah Island? I don't know. That would imply we're at a very different, like, longitude.
Yes, and also not surrounded by ocean.
Yeah, that too. Because that matters a lot.
Yeah, guys, this isn't how islands work. This is not Pixelcom Squad approved.
Like, there's a reason why African is like an enormous continent, much of which is around the equator. Although Madagascar is pretty small compared to the rest of Africa. But
yeah, but it's not a savanna.
This is correct, but it is African. What's that even mean? I
don't even know the point you're trying to get at.
I don't
it
either,
still has
honestly,
a completely different.
I don't know. it has a very different like ecosystem from the savannah. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Like, yes, it is sort of part of Africa, but it's also incredibly different. I believe it's a little more rainforesty, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's rainforesty too. But I mean, if Disney's Tarzan is anything to go by, then it is rainforesty.
Wait, is Tarzan in Madagascar?
Yeah. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because clearly the only movie set in Madagascar is, Madagascar.
No! But Madagascar was made by DreamWorks, not Disney.
Yeah, but I prefer DreamWorks most of the time.
Alright, let me just look it up. Where?
Okay, where does Tarzan take place? It just says Africa. It doesn't help. It does not specify
the
in which
Atlantic
country.
coast, though. They said the Atlantic coast, so it can't be Madagascar, because that's on the east side.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that answers that question. I thought it was Madagascar! Why did I think it was Madagascar?
Here's another thing. Tarzan takes place in Africa, but Sabor is clearly a jaguar. A big cat only found in South and Central America.
Okay, alright. That's a fuck up, but whatever.
Yeah, it's listed under goofs.
Yeah.
It's possible they meant to portray a leopard.
And they just fucked up.
The noises the gorillas make are clearly chimpanzee sounds.
Well, I mean, it's difficult.
When Turk uses a typewriter, the cartridge moves in the wrong direction.
It's difficult.
Jaguars don't generally live to be over 15.
Okay, I did notice that. But you know what?
Clayton fires 3 rapid shots without reloading, but it's only a double-barreled shot.
I can understand the gorilla point. Why they got chimpanzees, because, you know, gorillas are busy people. It's difficult to work around their schedules sometimes. Whereas chimpanzees are a lot more flexible.
Okay, the gorillas should have been western lowland gorillas. Rather than mountain gorillas.
Okay. Weren't there mountains close to, fucking... the treehouse or something, or did I dream that?
What?
I thought that, where they made the treehouse was kind of close to a mountainous type region type thing.
Well, kind of. Well, here's what the You'll Be in My Heart sequence shows lemurs. Lemurs are only in Madagascar.
Maybe that's why somebody claimed that they're in Madagascar, and I read it and believed it.
The baboon is seen eating a papaya. Papaya are not in Africa.
Man,
Let me see.
you know, this is making the movie in like a completely different light.
The odds of a fully grown African elephant managing to climb up the sheer edge of a ship more than 3 times its height, anchored in very deep water, are slim to none.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that. I forgave that though, just because it was like stupid Disney shit.
Yep. Tarzan is able to look at the gorillas, including Kerchak, in the eye, but in real life, gorillas see human eye contact as a threat and act aggressively.
Yeah. To be fair, he did grow up with them, so maybe that has something to do with it, but...
Maybe.
Although Taryn studied linguistics, apparently if he had grown up like to adulthood without speaking any type of spoken language, he would never be able to.
Oh, it would be exceptionally difficult.
Yeah.
His tongue wouldn't have, like, the right muscles. It would take a shitload of speech therapy.
He certainly wouldn't have been able to do it in a couple months from somebody who wasn't, like, heavily trained to teach feral people.
No. Here's similar to what we were just talking about. When Tarzan first meets Jane after saving her, he tries to communicate with her. Living all of his life in the jungle, he could not be familiar with any human language, though he pronounces his name in English.
Yeah.
Tarzan is able to knuckle walk, but this should be impossible as humans are not evolved to walk on all fours. That I could argue with, that his bone and muscle structure could have malformed because he was forcing himself to walk like that. Since I was recording Kingdom Hearts, spoilers, I just finished the Tarzan world. And I was kind of thinking that as he was moving around, I'm like, God, his legs had to have developed really fucking weird to be in that posture all the time. Like, I don't think it's impossible that he could have developed to do that, but he would have some sacrifices. He wouldn't be able to just stand upright. He would have some permanent warping.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word. Anyway, what we really should have been talking about isn't on this part of the level anymore, but the circle of life and it moves aside.
Well, we are getting chased by a circle, and it could kill us, so I guess it could be called the Circle of Life.
Related, the part where there were all the animal heads kind of bouncing around, that reminded me of Little Big Planet. Which, that's another game we could record in person, but you would have to come here because I'm not bringing my PS3 to you.
No, that's fair. I wouldn't want to either.
Too much work. But, yes. That's the part. Your battery was running low, Brian.
Yeah, that's standard.
Are you gonna sign us off, or are you gonna make me do it?
I mean, I don't usually. I just end it when...
Tune in next time! When maybe Brian takes responsibility for his own videos.